different ways. But I just use the easiest way, as if I'm writing with a pen, with a pencil.
Yeah.
For me, that's the easiest way. One thing that I've also noticed is in different Asian countries, for example, Japan, Vietnam, Taiwan, the chopsticks are different. Some are thicker, some are bigger. In Japan, I feel like they're maybe thinner.
Oh, yeah. And if one day you travel to maybe Korea, their chopsticks is like flat one.
Oh, flat. Oh, that seems difficult to use.
Yeah,
I'll
way
have
more
to
difficult than Taiwanese maybe round chopsticks.
Definitely. Oh, this is the limited menu. Spicy. Now, I don't know a lot of Chinese. I've been studying Chinese since I got to Taiwan, but it's only basic Chinese. So I don't say that I can speak Chinese, but I know a few things. And one thing that I learned, especially when I came to Taiwan, was hula.
Hula.
Not spicy, hula. I do not like spicy food.
You don't like spicy food?
No, a little spice. Only a little, but not a lot.
So in Europe, normally people just don't eat spice?
Maybe a few dishes, but it's not as popular as in Asia. I know that Indian food and Thai food is the spiciest, so you have to be careful if you don't like spice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming.
Yeah.
So this is roasted scallops with sesame. Okay, great. Wow, there's so much sushi coming.
Yeah.
What is that?
Oh, this is flying fish eggs.
Ah, shall we take it?
Sure.
Oh, it's not coming. It's not letting
You can.
me. You need to pull, right? Do you need to
pull
lift?
it. Yeah, I think lift.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe one of these? Can we try?
Oh, natto is coming. Natto sushi. Yeah.
Natto. Maybe we can wait and get it after. Wow, that looks interesting.
But I think it will taste more interesting. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. I've realized in Taiwan to not be scared by the way something looks, because sometimes there's some dishes that look scary but then they taste really good. Okay, wow, we have so much sushi. And a cheese sauce. It's a very strange combination,
Oh,
right?
shrimp with cheese sauce.
Yes. Oh, it's falling apart. Let's see the shrimp. How true.
How to? So do you grow up in a bilingual environment?
When I moved to Spain, I moved with my family because my grandparents retired, and we have always been very close to our grandparents, so we moved to Spain with them. And no one in my family can speak Spanish, so for me, I grew up in a bilingual environment, but not at home. At home we've always spoken English. That's why I still know English. If not, maybe, you never know, I would have forgotten. And my Spanish right now is almost native. I think I can say that it's native. However, my Spanish was never as good as it is now. When I was younger, it wasn't as good as it is now, and slowly with time and through going to school and having Spanish friends, my Spanish got better and better. So at the beginning, I didn't know Spanish as soon as I arrived in Spain.
So where do you study, college?
Me? What did I study?
Yeah.
I studied translation and interpreting.
Oh, interpreting.
Yes.
Oh, in which country?
In Malaga, Spain.
Oh, wow.
In the south of Spain. So I studied translation and interpreting, and we have many language options, but none of them include Chinese. So I hadn't studied Chinese until I knew I was coming to Taiwan. And we studied English, French, Spanish, German, but no Chinese.
Wow. So how many languages do you speak?
I'm native or bilingual in English and Spanish, and then I can have a conversation in French.
Wow.
But I need to practice. I've forgotten a lot of French. And I can also speak a little Chinese just because I'm here. So I would like to continue studying Chinese. And I studied German for 1 year, but that's forgotten. Totally.
Oh, please.
Okay. Right, so I'm going to try the scallop. I don't think I've ever tried scallop. How chew?
Yeah.
We'll see. It looks good.
Good?
Very good. It's softer than I expected it to be.
Yeah.
It looks chewy, but it isn't at all. Very good sushi.
Yeah.
I think this is the best sushi I've ever tried so far.
Amazing. Yeah.
I'm going to try it on its own, just so I can get the flavour.
So how to say delicious in Spanish?
There's a few ways you can say delicious. You can say delicioso,
Delicioso.
which is very similar to delicious.
Yeah.
Or you can say rico.
Rico.
Rico, the literal translation of rico means rich, as in it's rich in flavour, tasty.
Wow. Gracias.
De nada.
So since you study interpret, so any tips for learning language?
I count myself very lucky because I had the opportunity to learn Spanish whilst living in Spain. And I've had to study French and I've had to study Chinese. And I think that the best way to learn languages is to understand the culture first. Especially Chinese, I think that it's very culture orientated, and you need to understand how the language works and not get upset when something doesn't go your way. Don't get yourself down. Always try to communicate and use the language as much as you can. Even if no one around you speaks the language, you can always try and practice.
These are great suggestions.
Yeah. Oh, it's back.
Yeah.
Will I be able to get it?
Yeah. So I hope this time you can grab it.
Yeah. Up.
Oh, you did it!
I got it. Wow. The colour. It's so bright. So I see that it has some cucumber on it.
Yes.
And this is fish egg?
Yeah, fish egg.
Fish egg. Okay.
Like
Is this-
flying fish.
Flying fish. Is this real fish egg?
Yeah, real fish egg.
Wow. I feel like they don't have this in Spain on sushi. I don't think I've ever seen this type of fish egg. Very bright and tiny.
Yeah.
You going to try?
Yeah. You
Jumbo. How true.
好吃. So what's your favorite things you like to do in Taiwan?
In Taiwan, well, I feel like my life is quite similar in Taiwan to it was in Spain. Just because I continue doing the same things. I like running, so a lot of times I go to run. I live in Danshui, so I like going to the river to run. And what I love about the river, it reminds me a bit of Spain. Everyone out on the streets, and it can be late at night and you always see people and life and movement. Then I also like visiting different places in Taiwan.